Hey guys, this is Editing Chloe, and while we were editing this video, we realized we forgot to film an intro and an outro, so I am here to do both of those. And trust me guys, while you're at Midsummer Scream, there's so many fun things to do that sometimes you get caught up in the spook and you forget to do important things like film crucial footage. So today I am welcoming you. It's Chloe in real life, your guide to the ghoulish, your share of the spook, and a fan of all things frightful. And today I am going to be showing you footage from the Midsummer Scream Dark Harbor panel. This is going to be so much fun. Dark Harbor is at the Queen Mary, and it's great because it's a haunt at a ghost ship. And so it's like double spooky because you got the fake spooks, which is the scare actors jumping out at you. Then you got the real spooks, which is the ghosts on the ship. So, let's go check it out.
Midsummer Scream is pleased to announce that our friends from across the Queensway Bay are once again hosting one of Southern California's most iconic haunts. Returning once more from the fog is the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. And now, without further ado, here are your Dark Harbor panelists. Please welcome executive producer Steve Sheldon. Please welcome executive producer Charity Hill. Please welcome production designer Mr. John Cook. Please welcome our technical director Mr. Adam Conga. Our final panelist is the one, the only talent director, Mr. David Wally. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain. Guess who's back? Back again. Captain's back. Tell a friend.
This year, we're actually celebrating the 10th season of Dark Harbor.
That's impossible. I've only been the captain for 8. Steve, please save this panel.
You know, we're really excited this year. We're excited every year to bring what's new with Dark Harbor, but this year, one of the things that is most exciting for us is every year to try to develop new paths and new opportunities to open up areas of the ship that our Dark Harbor audience hasn't been able to experience before. And this year, we're introducing 2 areas of the ship that have previously been completely off limits.
Oh! I like the sounds off limits, because previously I've been off limits. I don't know what that means either. So, tell me about these off-limit places, Steve.
Well, in one of our mazes, guests are going to get to walk through areas of the engine room that they haven't seen before, including a path that will take them directly through door 13.
I love door 13. I mean, literally, technically, it is the most haunted place on board the ship.
So, in addition to being able to walk through door 13 for the first time ever at Dark Harbor, this second one is, I think, what I'm most excited about. This year we're going to be able to take Dark Harbor guests deeper into the bowels of the ship than they have ever gone before. When I say deeper, I mean literally 6 floors below sea level into the boiler room.
The boiler room! I love the boiler room. It's so spooky. That is the perfect place for a maze, Steve.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we love the boiler room. It's a great place for anything, but...
Spit it out, Steve! What do you say? Oh, God, Charity, you turned it into a bar, didn't you?
Secret bar!
It's not a bloody secret, you just told everyone!
I mean, how you get there is a secret. So you've got to find your way to wooden nickels and tokens that will take you somewhere in a maze. And if you can find the glass elevator that takes you 6 fathoms under the sea level to our most exclusive bar yet. My favorite.
Come on, Captain. It's actually a really good thing. If it were a maze, no one would really get to spend any time there and enjoy and appreciate the majesty of the space. But because it's a bar,
Because it's a bar, people actually get to spend time inside the boiler room and not just get pushed through in a conga line in a maze.
exactly.
All right, let's talk about entertainment, shall we? What entertainment do we have this year?
We're going to have a lot of entertainment at Dark Harbor this year. Back on our fire stage, the big top stage, we're going to have our fire performers. Once again, we're going to have our sideshow performers, our magicians. Over closer to the ship, we're going to have the aerial ring, which will feature our aerial performances, hula hoopers, singers, musicians, and of course we have something else, the Queen Mary Slider. Badass this year. You guys have no idea. These guys have been working out since before last year. They're going to be back this year with 2 shows nightly and also entertaining us all over the place. Dark Harbor, lots of entertainment.
Yeah, I think we should move on to mazes.
Is that all you came in to hear about was mazes? It's smarter than I thought.
So last year we went back to focusing on our 6 mazes and making them as phenomenal as we possibly could.
And that's when Mr. John Cook joined the band, right? Feast. Feast? You're talking about Feast?
Feast is personally one of my favorites. It was the first maze that my team got to tackle on the ship, which was interesting being there late at night by yourself locked up, but yeah, it's fun. So, we wanted to really make Feast the really over-the-top, blood and guts, high-energy maze that I think ended up becoming, right? It was a lot of fun.
Interactive, you get to crawl through things, not just go on normal paths, you're on the ship, that's always great.
And we felt we got that maze to a really, really good level, but we wanted to take it up a notch.
Kind of a big notch, actually. Towards the end, I know somebody had already spoken about this earlier in the panel today, but that maze may or may not go down further into the bowels of the ship and hit areas that most people have not been.
Circus?
Ringmaster's back, but she is back for circus. We've known this one for a while. This one we certainly vamped up as well. New path, new scares, new elements, and more secret sections that you guys can go in as well.
And I think one of the things that we really liked was the beginning and going through this encampment and coming in contact with the characters, kind of in their more resting habitat in their areas. So we really kind of leaned into that and expanded upon that encampment feel quite a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. You're basically sneaking into the traveling circus and you think that you're getting a jump on the circus, but I think the ringmaster ends up getting a jump on you, so it's a fun one.
Nice. So we got 2 out of the way, John. What's next? Intrepid. Who took on that one?
I mean, I loved Intrepid last year. Like, I thought it came out really, really well. I was very, very happy with it. So what we wanted to do was to continue to build on top of that and go back and refine the details and just to make it more of an immersive experience. And I think we put a lot more into the interiors and the catacombs to really make it feel claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's great. Everything that we've loved about this maze and other mazes that we've done here, we certainly want to amp everything up for you guys. You guys come year after year. We wish, we could do all new things every year, but, we can't. So what we're doing with these mazes, Intrepid being one of them, is we're taking those elements that everybody has loved. We've taken that feedback, and John has done an amazing job with his team as well, and we've amplified everything that you're going through. So that way, it doesn't feel like the same maze for you guys, and that's kind of what we're doing for all these mazes, not just the 2 that we just talked about, but for Intrepid as well. And I think we've nailed that. Samuel the Savage, also back. We've really figured out what works in a lot of these mazes, areas that we need to amp up, and that's what we've really focused on this year. Again, with John's team, with our team, with the actual scares themselves. I think this is going to feel different, darker, grittier, bloodier. Not only that, but the ending is different as well. So I think this is going to be something you guys are gonna love.
All right, John, what have you done to Lullaby?
Lullaby, man. This is, as a fan, this is always one of my favorite mazes. And I think when we first talked last year, our plan was almost twofold, where we were anticipating to really, really give Lullaby a huge makeover. So this year, we're taking it in a whole different direction. You can see some of the really, really cool artwork that we have up. But what we're gonna do, I think, if anybody remembers Skippy that was coming in here, right? Yeah. So Skippy's gonna be coming into the ship, the area of the ship where Scary Mary is rumored to haunt. And he's performing one of his famous, 7 subscriber YouTube seances. That you all are all invited to.
You can't screw that up! It is impossible to screw it up. It is perfect the way it is, so you left it alone, didn't you?
Well, we might have, we might not be doing it this year. Hold on.
I'm sorry. What now? Did you just say that you got rid of Dead Rice?
I did. I did say that, Captain.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man. Kill you, Cobra!
I just dead man. There's a reason. Hey, there's a reason. There's a reason why we got rid of Dead Rice.
Why are you enjoying this?
We have a new maze.
I have no trust in you. John, sell me on it.
Pressure's on, John.
Well, Captain, I'm listening. Rogue is the name of the new maze. You're going to be embarking out on a journey that is anchored in a true story of a massive rogue wave that took over the Queen Mary while it was the Great Ghost and almost capsized her. Whoa! Okay. So as you're walking through this experience, the whole ship is going to be kind of doing a twisting as it's turning over. What's truly awesome about this maze is making it a completely different thing that I personally have never seen before, is the maze is being built underneath an entire dome, and it's going to have an open air experience. So as you're walking through it, you're looking out the windows, you're going to see the waves coming. And it's going to be matched with 4D effects to make it feel like the whole ship's moving. Am I getting there? Am I getting better? You're gonna have the water coming in, but what's cool is you're gonna be on the ship while it starts to take that turn, and all the scenes are gonna continue to twist until it's completely upside down. Okay. And the good news is, there's a captain.
Here's now one of our most popular characters, Voodoo Priestess. Now, for the part, do you remember Voodoo Village, right? And for the past 5 years, the Voodoo Priestess...
6 years, Captain.
I'm sorry, what?
6 years.
5, 6 years, who's counting? Good God, woman. 5, 6 years, you have not only been the Voodoo Priestess, you've been heading up the fire team, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Are you coming back this year?
Yes, I am.
That's wonderful! Perfect!
For the first weekend.
What? What do you mean for the first weekend?
For the first weekend.
Where are you going?
I'm moving.
To where?
To Florida.
Florida?
Florida.
What the hell's in Florida?
Oh, I'm taking my voodoo to Orlando.
Wait,
Orlando.
are you taking the fire team with you?
I am taking fire with me.
Wait. We're gonna have fire at Dark Harbor, right?
Yes, Dark Harbor will still have fire.
But how is this possible?
Captain, I am woman. I can multitask. Are you confused?
Wow, okay, fine. You're just everywhere then, aren't you?
Like death and taxes.
I know it's taking you away from Dark Harbor.
Dark horizon.
No, I said Dark Harbor.
Yes, and I said dark horizon.
I have told you not to swallow the fuel, for God's sake.
Captain, I swear.
Is she all right? What is going on, Charity?
She is. What she's talking about is we are opening a brand new haunt in Orlando called Dark Horizon.
And you're all doing this.
We are.
Well, I know you're doing it, John Cook. You're working on every bloody haunt in America right now. Charity, how is this possible?
I'm a woman. I can multitask.
So, Florida, right? Can I still call you Voodoo Priestess?
No. Mambo Sasi.
Who and what now?
I am Mambo Sasi.
What is she talking about?
Cecile Fatiman. She's only considered the queen of Haitian voodoo. She's pretty fantastic. She lived over 100 years. Mambo is the Haitian word for voodoo priestess, hence Mambo Cecile.
Our voodoo priestess, Mambo, number 5, has hers called Voodoo. On this, we are taking a trip through the religion of voodoo and our priestess, going through Haitian huts and actually seeing what it takes to go into the underworld through the voodoo religion. And we're going to take our path through all of that with her.
Okay, that sounds interesting. That's your maze. What else you got? Because I'm kind of intrigued by this Dark Horizon business.
John, tell them about Murder Island.
Murder Island. Super fun experience. It's an open air environment. So when we went and looked at the property, there's a corner off in the back that is backed into the bayou and has all the big trees that are falling up and over top, and we said we have to lean into that. So you're actually going to be walking through the canopy of the actual bayou in the swamp, and you're going to be walking through the story of Florida's first serial killer, Bloody Watson.
Absolutely.
Is this a true story as well, Charity?
It is. It's what we like to do is history, right? So Bloody Ed Watson, he was Florida's first serial killer. He murdered over 57 people in what is back then called the 10,000 Islands and now is considered the Everglades.
Ghost ship, you're going to be entering into the broken out hull of a ship, and you're going to be walking through the different areas of this pirate ship underneath the decks, going through all the different areas, and then you're going to take a staircase up onto the top deck of the ship, where you're going to come face to face with one of our characters that you're going to love. But then, what's great about this, you're going to have to walk the plank. And you're going to go down off of the top deck into a giant foam pit that's infested with sharks. I don't know if this is good news or bad news for you.
Yeah. So far it's all good. Ship captain, I'm liking it.
There's a female captain.
No,
Female captain.
there's a female captain.
That is correct.
Yeah. Her name is Mary, Lady Mary Killigrew. She actually led a double life. A little bit of privilege, a lot of piracy.
Captain, you look as though you've seen a ghost.
I think I've seen Tahoe.
Not much of a captain if you can't even sail a Midsummer Scream panel to a smooth landing. If you ask me.
Now hold your tongue, Killigrew. Bloody Watson's not here today, and I sure ain't nominating you to be our ringleader.
Damn. Ringleader? Wait, what?
You listen to me, Mambo Cecile. Écoutez-moi. Dark Horizon isn't going to be some soft little hunt. Nay, we're bringing the West Coast flavor and fierceness to Central Florida. And you can be as badass as you like. And Bloody Watson as well, if he's man enough to show his face. And your old Captain B, your old Captain Killigrew should be the head B in charge, if you know what I mean. So, if that makes me the ringleader, well, I guess I am the
Ringleader.
That's right, sister.
You said ringmaster.
Did I? Slip of the tongue.
I am getting the strangest case of deja
Deja
vu.
Who?
Me?
Her.
Yes.
Yes!
Oh, for God's sake, but how is this possible?
I am woman. I can multitask. But I best be shoving off, mateys. I'll see you in Orlando, children. Meet me in the room. And don't forget to bring your sippy cup!
Alright guys, so that was the Dark Harbor panel for the Queen Mary at Midsummer Scream. I am so excited for the new maze. It looks so much fun. I can't wait to check out what they do with that dome. I feel like it's going to be super immersive and I just can't wait to check it out. I am a little sad to see Dead Rise leave. It was so cool last year with all the like parkour elements. It felt super interactive and I really loved it. But I can't wait to see what they're bringing new to the table. Speaking of new things, Dark Horizons looks incredible. I'm really sad I can't go to Florida and check it out. But for any of my Florida viewers, please tell me what it's like when you go. If you go check it out. Be my little my off branch and tell me what it's like so I can know and live vicariously through you on your Dark Horizons experience. But I feel like it's going to be super cool. The mazes they talked about, all the characters they introduced, I feel like it's awesome. And maybe next year I'll go. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a spooky video just like this one. I will see you all next time. Don't forget to stay spooky.